Hey everyone, I'm Meg Chris. Sorry if I feel down. This is the third time I had to record this because of family busting in and literally yelling at me. And it's really freaking annoying. So I'm Omega Chris, coach of the Baltimore Braxiens. This is the Week 2 battle of the TDL. Our opponent was the Lowland Nidoqueens, aka Grounded, Gliscor, and my team was Alolan Marowak, Staraptor, Dragalge, Gallade, Togedemaru, and Mega Blastoise. His team was Mega Venusaur, Skarmory, Goodra, Metagroth, Greninja, and Golurk. I'm sorry if I fell down again. I'm kind of pissed off right now. So let's just get the battle started. 3, 2, 1, and click the button. Alright. Boy, I love watching the same battle 3 times. I didn't even get to see it fully, so I'm just pissed off. I'm sorry. Okay, he leads with Venusaur, and I lead off with Kai. This guy has Stealth Rocks. I didn't bring me a Lego this week, so I want to get up the rocks as soon as I could. So he Mega Evolves first turn. I'm not sure if that's in the rules. Yeah, he had the Mega Evolve first turn, but I'm just going to go with it. So he goes for Sleeping Powder and puts me to sleep, which it sucks because I'm not going to keep spamming freaking, what's it called? Stealth Rocks to get him awake, because that would honestly just be a waste of time, and I really just didn't want to risk, all that good stuff, so I was just like, screw it, I'm not going to risk it. So I switched into Lord Raptor. He switches into Greninja, which I was kind of predicting, because this Lord Raptor has, not Lord Raptor, Star Raptor has Close Combat and U-Turn. So he switches into Skarmory, and I go for the U-Turn, because either way, I was either going to do super effective damage to Greninja, or I was going to switch out and do a bit of chip damage onto the Pokemon. So I sent in Scraplly, my Dragalge, and I click the Thunderbolt, but he switches out, clearly being smarter than me, and me not predicting him going to Metagroth, because I forgot something. Metagroth is freaking is Psychic type, and Psychic types are strong against Poison types, which I forgot Dragalge was one. I was expecting him to go for Earthquake, but stummed me. So Lord Raptor's taking down to very low health, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna save him for later, so I just sack him off. And in all respect, I could have switched into Leonardo or Kai, but I was dumb. I misplayed a lot during this battle, and you're gonna see it. Also, the battle was quite a couple days ago, so sorry if I forget stuff. So I go for knockoff. Gonna try and knock off the Metagroth, but of course he switches and takes the knockoff on his Skarmory. I knock off his Rocky Helmet, which is pretty cool. So I don't have to take damage every time I hit him with a physical move. I switch into Oreo here, my Togedemaru, which it is a weird pick, I know. The reason why I drafted Togedemaru is just I just wanted to have one weird bond that people probably don't know how to prep for. And Togedemaru was that one. Of course, I have Savali, which a lot of people have hard times prepping for, but hey. So he switches into his Goodra here, Gina, and I go for Hidden Power Ice, predicting the Golurk. After seeing that, I realized 2 things. He's Assault Vested, and he's extremely freaking bulky. So I go for Spiny Shield, or Spiky Shield, I don't freaking care. And see, he has Earthquake, so I'm thinking, okay, he's also physical. Good to note. So I go for Volt Switch, trying to get Zack out of there. And then I wanted to switch to Lord Raptor, and then I completely forgot that Lord Raptor's dead. So I switched to Joey. Hopefully need that. But in all good respect, I could have just switched into Leonardo, who would have taken it so much easier. But poor Joey had to take the damage. And I basically went for the Psycho Cut, trying to get as much damage as I can off. And he switches back into Skarmory, which, would have been nice if I clicked, Thunder Punch. Because I had Thunder Punch. And before I continue, I just want to say, teams down below, this is actually a Scarfed Gallade. So, yeah, so I had to switch out. which it's annoying, but you know what? Being able to outspeed his entire team is also pretty cool. So because for Ironhead barely does anything, like it's literally like half, like not even. Why did I say half? Like 5%, which you know is nice. So I was able to get the Mega Evolve, and I just clicked. I think Ice Beam. I think I clicked Ice Beam. 90% sure I clicked Ice Beam. Yes, I did. Recording. I'm usually used to Showdown speaking quick, so sorry if I'm a little bit slow. Ice Beam does a bit of damage, so he switches out Groot and into his Greninja. And I switch out going into my Togedemaru, also protecting the Greninja. Or the fact that I just wanted to wall frickin' Venusaur, because this Togedemaru walls Mega Venusaur, which is pretty nice. So he switches back into Goodra, and I go into go for Nuzzle, just to, you know, paralyze anything he sends in. He sends his Greninja, keeps in Greninja, gonna get paralyzed. If he goes into Mega Venusaur, gonna get paralyzed. So I just want to get the paralysis on anything I could, and click the Volt Switch, you know, predicting another Earthquake, because there was no way in heck I wasn't getting Earthquaked. So I go back to Leonardo, and then realize one of my biggest mistakes, actually switching into Joey to take the Earthquake, and Leonardo eats it like a champion, which again is annoying. The fact that I had to see me, you know, basically just sack off Joey, but yeah, I didn't sack him off. He lived a little bit. And I got the Parahacks on that Ice Beam, which is pretty nice. So I just kept kicking Ice Beam, trying to get rid of this Goodra. And after this, I realized that he's actually mixed. He has the Thunderbolts, which is pretty scary. So I click Ice Beam again, trying to get as much damage as I can, and he goes for Earthquake. And he also lives on 2 HP. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's not nice. What was I even saying? So I was predicting him to, you know, just sack it off there, but if he saves it for later, probably for switching, and goes into his Venusaur, and I go for Scald instead of Ice Beam, which I wish I went for Ice Beam. Even though it has thick fat, it would have still done a good amount of damage. I switch out of Leonardo and go back to the Oreo, because Oreo, again, walls the ever-living crap out of Venusaur. And he goes for Giga Drain, and you can see we eat that. We eat that freaking Giga Drain for dinner. And of course, gets up its health, and it's freaking hot in my room right now. I am very upset. I have to keep my AC off for this long. I just really want to lay down. I'm extremely tired. Just got done watching E3, and I just am, again, really tired. So he switches in his Golurk here. I go for Hidden Power Ice, basically trying to get rid of the Venusaur, but instead I hit the Golurk, which again is nice either way, because that basically means I'm doing damage either way you look at it. So I go for Spiky Shield, trying to scout out what he has, probably predicting an Earthquake. He goes for Rock Polish instead, and immediately I start panicking. I'm like, oh crap, I just let him set up against me. I am freaking screwed. And again, quite scared. Okay, lie. So I switch out. Like, I can't go for Volt Switch. He's a ground type. He's going to eat it. And I was like, Kai's not going to wake up. I'm basically just going to sack him off. And I do. He sadly faints. Wasn't able to use Kai at all this battle, which sucks. But I didn't get to use a lot of Mons this battle, which is quite sad, not going to lie. But it's fine. So Kai faints, and I send back in Dragalge because I calced it, and he can do quite a bit with Draco. And I have the Shuca Berry, which helps me live ground type moves, and I live on 25 HP. In all respect, I honestly should have equipped a Draco on this thing, because a Draco, kills a lot of things with quite good mods. I also kind of wish now that I brought a Z move, like Adaptability, freaking Devastating Drake, but you know what, it's fine. And Scraplly goes down to an Earthquake, of course. I switch back in Joey, because Joey is max speed, scarfed, and is going to outspeed his entire team, even if he's +2. So I knock off, and Colossus is finally dead, and I at least get one Mon off the field now, and find out he's Expert Belt, which is it's pretty, would have been pretty scary, even though I don't think it did a lot. At least earthquake wise. So I switch out, going to Oreo, because again, Oreo is a freaking legend and walls a lot of things on his team, especially Max Spadeth. But he got a crit, which wasn't nice. So I'm basically trying to get all this leftovers healing. So I went for Spiky Shield again, trying to get leftovers healing, trying to get as much health as I can off. He goes for Surf, and I get the little bit of leftovers healing. Again, pretty nice. I'm tired, sorry. It's extremely hot in my room. And whenever there's a lot of heat, I get tired very easily. So he switches back into Mega Venusaur, and I go for the Nuzzle, and I paralyze him, which is pretty nice. Even though I kind of wish I did something else, but you know what? Now think of it now, it's my best play. To be all honest, I can't poison him. He's part poison. Sometimes you wish corrosion was on other mons. So I go for Spiky Shield, trying to get as much freaking health back as I can, and get the little bit of health back, and I switch out into a Volt Switch. Sorry, again, third time I did this. It's not fun doing it a third time. I Volt Switch into Leonardo to take the sleeping powder, because Leonardo wasn't going to take a lot. He wasn't going to outspeed a lot of things on his team, so I'm just like, you know what, Leonardo, you did pretty good weakening the Gudra, so made him take the sleeping powder because I want to keep Oreo alive, because okay, blows off a lot of stuff on his team. So he switches back in his Greninja. I get the leftovers healing, getting as much health as I can back, because I want that, you know, sweet HP to live. He switches back into Groot, gets my Togedemaru, and I go for Spiky Shield, but it fails, of course. I get leftovers healing, which is always good. HP is really good. Go for the Spiky Shield, trying to get as much health as I can back. He goes for Synthesis, and I'm just like, well, crap. There goes all my progress. That's not nice. So let's go. Get my HP slowly back up, and I go for the Hidden Power Ice. Now, I think this is the part where I basically alternate between Hidden Power Ice and Spiky Shield. So, while this is going on, I'm going to explain why I did this. So, Narth basically told me to keep doing this for, I think, differentials, I think it was. I'm not sure. But he basically just told me alternate between Spiky Shield and Hidden Power Ice. In my mind, I'm just like, that is stall, and I don't like to stall. And I could definitely tell while I was doing this, I was making him mad, because I was stalling for no reason. I had no reason to stall, but I was stalling him. And even still watching this makes me mad. Like, I'm mad at myself for doing that. So, like, the battles, this is the one battle that Narth was helping me in. Well, of course, Narth always helps me with my teams. But this is the one battle he decided to, you know, help-wise. And normally I do it with my gut, and I won those two battles. I did my week 3 battle. I just spoiled, gosh dang it. Frick. But basically, all the battles that I do on my own, I usually win. I did like one other league, and usually I did okay. But I was a sub. I didn't draft. But basically, when I go on my gut, I do a lot better. But just the fact that, I don't know, I feel like if I didn't stall him out, I could have done a lot better. Honestly, I didn't like stalling, because I knew either way I was going to lose. And you can already probably tell by the way this battle's going, I lost. There's no way I'm bringing this back. I have a Togedemaru, a freaking asleep Leonardo, and sorry for the background noise. My family is freaking annoying as crap, and the reason why I have to keep freaking restarting. And, freaking, yeah. So I just want to quickly apologize to my opponent for stalling. I really am sorry. So, please forgive me for stalling. And from now on, Narth, if you're watching this, I'm going to do battles alone. I'm going to rely on my gut, and whatever I feel like is right, I'm going to do. So he finally switches in Greninja, trying to get rid of the Togedemaru, because I was stalling him for way too long. Goes for Surf, and gets my Oreo down to like 3 HP. I go for Nuzzle, does quite a bit of damage, and paralyzes him. Which is nice. And I get the little bit of HP left with the leftovers. So then I go for Spiky Shield, again, trying to get as much HP as I can left. But in my mind, again, I'm screaming, just let him kill it. Honestly, Togedemaru, he was just like stalling king on this team. And again, I feel bad for stalling. So I go for Volt Switch, just a lot of damage for a non... Sorry about that. I have the most freaking annoying brother in the world. I went back to turn 45. So, yeah, sorry, Top, for all that editing. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway. 3, 2... when it turns turn 47, we'll be back into full recording again. Sorry. I just don't feel like recording all this over again. Okay, and we're back. Sorry for the frickin'... Oh my god, my brother's actually cancer right now. I actually am freaking annoyed by him. I don't want to record this anymore. Alright, I Volt Switch, and I send in Leonardo. And I get the pair hacks. I just really want to get rid of Leonardo so I get a free switch into Gallade. I fall asleep, of course, because that's my luck. And he goes for the Z move, which at first I was just confused a bit, and I didn't know what Z move's going to. But then I noticed his Bloom Doom, and I was like, "What? Why does he have Bloom Doom?" I don't know. Maybe it's probably for Leonardo. Wouldn't be surprised if it was. And honestly, it was really freaking overkill. Alright! My brother's freaking... Turn 48. So he goes for the Z move, and I fall asleep. I'm sorry if I sound mad. My brother is actually the worst freaking person right now. Trying to be recording this so many freaking times, and I'm just mad. Ugh. He goes to the Z move. It's a Grass Knot Power Boom Doom. I'm pretty sure it's for Leonardo. And I broke my stylus. Ugh, I just want to hurt my brother sometimes. Overkill. I don't care. Honestly, it was probably for all the Togedemaru crap I pulled. And I honestly freaking deserved it. I go into Joey. And I click Thunder Punch. Hoping to kill at least one more Mon. He switches into his freaking Skarmory. And oh wait, no, I didn't click Thunder Punch. That was a really bad play. I misplayed so freaking much. I don't care, honestly. I just really want to get this recording done. My brother has drained me so much. Close combat. Brought the Skarmory to half health. I switched back into Oreo to sack it off. But I didn't. He got the roost. Heals all the damage. And honestly, again, I freaking lost. You don't even think there's any way I'm pulling this back. He withdraws Skarmory and switches into Groot. I go for Nuzzle, but it's not going to do much because it's physical. Well, I mean, Togedemaru is physical, but you know what I'm saying. Does a bit of damage. and I Volt Switch out. I switch into Joey, hoping that I would live something. I don't know what I was thinking, or something. I don't know. He Giga Drains. Joey faints. So I lose Joey. Joey faints again, and I switch back into Oreo, and this is basically GG to my opponent, because again, there's no way in God's name I'm living against a Mega Venusaur. So he goes for Giga Drain, takes my last bit of HP off. I'm on like 9 HP now. He heals, getting that bitch of HP left. I get freaking leftovers healing, and freaking I go for Hidden Power Ice. I'm sorry if I sound drained. I really am. Honestly, I'm hot. I'm pissed off. My brother is actually freaking annoying. I had to record this 3 or 4 times. So he drains my last bit of HP with Giga Drain. Togedemaru finally faints, and I've lost against Grounded. Grounded, sorry for stalling you again. It was a good battle. I got 5-0'd, but it's fine. We can do better in week 3. So see you all later. Omega Chris shooting out. See ya.